You guys ready for this? The time of day you intake your meals has a strong impact on how much fat you store. So this is the concept. Is this true or false? So if you eat like a king for breakfast, like let's put a lot of our food in the morning or lunch, or your first meal of the day being a big one, eat like a prince for lunch and eat like a pauper for dinner. You guys heard that before, right? You read that in magazines, you hear it all the time. Very common. Is that true? Does it make any difference what time of day you eat the majority of your calories? Okay, guys, hang on. I gotta get your music before you put in your answer. You need a little bit more of the dating song. Okay, go ahead. Please fill in your answers. Is that fact or fiction? Just love the trumpet. You know, it's just got a nice pacing to it. I know. You guys are tomorrow. You're gonna be thinking this, and you're like, ah, dang it. That song is called Spanish Flea, by the way. If you ever want to look it up on Spotify and you'd like to play it, it's Spanish Flea. I'm just a little Spanish flea. Okay, fact or fiction number 3. So this one is true. This one is true. It is a truth. According to a lot of good studies that they've done, the later in the day you intake your calories, the greater likelihood they'll be stored as fat. I think it kind of makes common sense, right? You know, you got the circadian rhythm. You know, does it make sense to gorge yourself right before you go to bed? It doesn't. And so the tip from this one is eat your largest meal first. So it doesn't, you know, whatever time of day you decide to eat your first meal, that's where your big meal should be. So a little adjustment. And then as you go through your day, depending on how many meals you're going to have, decrease those calories as you go along. You know, so dinner time is a great time to have a big, gigantic salad. You know, so you decrease those calories at that last meal of the day. What's the next one? Okay, so I'm not going to talk about this. We get to the next one. Okay, so any questions on that? Any thoughts on that you guys want to share? Does anyone eat their biggest meal of the day for breakfast or lunch?
I found this interesting. I went to Italy for 10 days, and we ate big in the evening. I lost 7 pounds in 10 days, and I can't do that here.
Oh, eating big at night, you mean?
No.
Oh, during the day. Oh, yeah.
At all the workouts, everything.
Yep.
I can't lose weight.
Yep.
So
sometimes I wonder too if their food is just different than ours here.
Yeah.
You know, so
it was just interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, walk more. Yeah, totally. You know, this is what I've been trying to do. Just eating a bigger lunch, or if you eat breakfast, a bigger breakfast. You know, and then the killer is though the snacking after dinner. That's I think what gets a lot of people that I have worked with in the past. Is not only do we have our largest meal where we sit down with our family for dinner, but then after dinner, the chips come out. We're watching TV, or the pretzels, or you know whatever it is, the dark chocolate. All of these things start coming out of the pantry. It's like, oh my gosh, you know, mix that in with a little red wine, and your inhibitions are gone. And oh my gosh, just shove it all in. You know, like so. Right, totally.
Throw all that stuff out. You won't have
well, it's a very good point.